Welcome to Island Ball. We're your hosts, Braden.
It's Teo.
Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, turn notifications on, and tune into all our videos to watch NFL and NBA content, our takes, all the new news, and our story times because we got some good ones coming.
Stay with us. We got next. All right, Brayden. So we just witnessed the NBA All-Star Weekend, which
Jam-packed weekend.
jam-packed weekend. There's some highs and lows, but
Mediocre.
I would say it's mediocre. It's been mediocre for years. Jaylen Brown is pretty trash. He had straight in-game done. Mac McClung was good,
Mac
but
McClung did his thing.
but
But
I think last year he put it on more than he did this year. What do you think, Brayden?
yeah, no, I think last year he definitely had some better dunks. I mean, it was his first time like displaying some of them live, but yeah, I mean it's tough. I think they got to start paying some players to do the dunk contest, Just whatever it takes. We need to get like John there.
I
I
was
know
thinking Ja.
LeBron probably wouldn't do it, but I mean LeBron would be tough if he did the dunk contest. I mean, there's just a lot of players I'd be like, I mean, it'd be super entertaining. We got to get back to that like 2016 Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon type of dunk contest. That was super entertaining.
Facts. So moving away from the dunk contest,
Steph versus Sabrina.
that's literally what I was about to
Steph
mention.
versus Sabrina.
I was honestly, I didn't know how it was gonna go, but I thought it was probably the most entertaining thing of the weekend. Uh, Sabrina made like I swear like the first
She made like first like
10 shots.
7 or 8. She like hit her first like 9 for 10 or something like that. It was crazy.
So
But me on the other hand, knew Steph was gonna win the whole time, had money on it. But yeah, I mean she definitely did her thing. A lot of respect to her. She shot from the NBA line too. So I mean a lot of respect to her. I mean it takes a lot to do that and like she's just a great shooter. She has the record for most makes in or highest score in the 3-point contest, 37. So that's really impressive. And I mean, it's Steph though. So I mean,
okay.
you lost Steph, so it's Steph. So
Yeah,
she put up a great performance though. But I mean,
she's better than Malik Beasley.
what Dame have? Dame had 20. I know it's like you
Dame
can't
had
really
26,
compare
yeah.
it like that because if you're going
You
against,
can though.
but if you're going against someone like let's say Dame was going against her, if he knows he has to get 26, it might be a little different story.
So technically, Sabrina basically she would have won the 3-point contest. Well,
Yeah, I
Dame
mean,
got she would tie.
there's a chance. I mean, if you just compare the scores, but I'm saying like Dame knew in going to that final round, he only needed like what 24. So like he missed like the last like 3 of his 5 shots. So
I
yeah,
guess yeah,
it
I
could be a
guess
little
you're
different.
right.
But bottom line is I mean she's a great shooter and she went out there and did her thing.
I don't know if you saw this, Brain, but on Instagram I just saw that she mentioned that there might be a little team up next year. So I thought it was
Mm.
playing Steph and Sabrina and Caitlin Clark.
What do you
What
think about that? What do you think about that?
I don't know how that would work. Like I guess you combine the scores, but I mean in
Yeah,
that
I feel like for that you would have to go like I mean it's gonna be like really prolonged and a lot, but I think you got to do more than one round, like multiple, like 2 rounds,
facts, yeah.
But you know what they actually could do? I don't know. That's why there's probably gonna be a lot of talks about it. After the Warriors won the chip 2 years ago, they
Mhm.
went to where was it? Overseas? They went somewhere overseas. Was it Tokyo?
Yeah, it might have been Tokyo.
They like remember Steph and Clay did that little 3-point thing where like it's basically half and half. Where
Oh
one
yeah,
shoots
yeah.
half and then they could probably do something like that. I feel like that'd be the most entertaining.
Well,
But
I think what would make All-Star Game entertaining or weekend in general, because the game is boring. No one plays defense.
yeah, no one plays it.
The dunk contest, it's not even the player's fault. There's only so many dunks you can do. Every like cool dunk, like Obi Toppin's brother did like a between the legs 360
Yeah.
or something crazy like that. And like back then, that's a 50. A windmill's 50 back then.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the dunks are taken care of. So I think what you really need to do, I saw this everyone's talking about, is a one-on-one tournament.
That's
I,
interesting.
I think everyone
I feel like I feel like people wouldn't really want to do that though.
you don't think so?
Like I don't know. I mean, it's hard because you can't really put yourself into like these players' positions.
Yeah,
But, like for a lot of them, I mean, it's not
injury.
really time off, but it's like, for a lot of these older guys like Steph, LeBron, I feel like they're more just trying to like chill, enjoy the weekend. This is like they've done these like Steph, Katie, LeBron. I mean, this is like they've been doing this for like
Yeah,
over
you're
10
right. You're
years
right.
now. So it's like,
I think it would be cool to incorporate it in maybe the Rising Stars do it first because
I
young
was about
guy
to say that the young guy, I feel like
they would do it.
more of
They're
like the young
competitive.
guys would want to do it. Yeah.
But I
But
think even the old guys, like one-on-one is something like even as a kid, you play one-on-one, you don't want to lose one-on-one.
yeah,
Because
facts.
especially on TV, if Katie
If Katie's going against like Giannis or something.
the only thing is though, I think they would have to do it like they couldn't do like Korean. I think they would have to do a guard one-on-one
Yeah, that's what I was
forward,
gonna say. Yeah, because
bigs.
like, mhm.
Because realistically, the bigs would just win every time. Just
How are you thinking the format would be like
you think it'd be
King of the Hill or just
three
like
dribbles?
three? I feel like it has to be three to four dribbles at most.
Yeah, four
And
dribbles.
are we just like you
And is
when
it
you stay
first?
on and you're doing point total like
I think King of the Court. I think everyone will watch it. To be honest,
in the court?
who would you say? So we
Would
did
I
guards, forwards, center,
uh,
bigs. Who would
okay
you get for?
for
I think
guard?
bigs. To be honest, we don't even need to talk. Like we love bigs, but
Were we are we throwing like Giannis and like
I think Giannis would be a he'd be a bigger forward.
so okay, so we're throwing like Giannis, Jokic, Bam, all those people, Cat into
Big
like big. Okay, so let's do guards, forwards, and bigs. All right. So
guards,
for guards, let's just list some of the people first. Who you think? So
Shea,
Shea,
Edwards,
Ant, Steph,
Steph,
Dame,
Dame. Are we just
Kyrie,
naming the all-stars? And
basically, yeah.
yeah,
Kyrie.
so if you're an all-star, you get in
If
the
you're all-star,
you get
yeah,
in the king of the
yeah,
court.
yeah.
Kyrie's Halliburton, Trey. I think Trey
Trae
Young,
Young.
although I think he'd get cooked just because of the defense at
Yeah,
one-on-one.
I feel to be honest, I feel like everyone's just gonna be getting cooked.
Everyone would get
It's
cooked
basically just if you're
because
gonna miss the
one-on-ones,
shot or
everyone.
make the shot, Like
But I mean, it's more fun to say like who would win. I think Shea would cook
I think
just
Shea would
because
cook
he's a
too.
one-on-one player. He has the Shea bump.
It's
Me and my
also
friends always talk
it's
about
also
that.
three dribbles though. It's interesting.
Shea,
I got
Steph, because
Steph,
Steph doesn't miss.
Steph. Yeah, I
But he's
know.
also 6'3"
I
only.
know.
It would have to be a two-way guy. Like KD might be unstoppable
Kid,
too
no, Katie's 100% good. That's
for the forwards.
for the forwards. Katie's gonna be on side. It's just if he misses or not.
But I mean, KD is as big as Giannis, so would he go with the bigs?
Ooh, that's it.
Or
See,
would you
that's
just do
interesting.
guards and then forwards and bigs?
I know, but you could do that, but I feel
I think you would have to do
what if Jokic was playing and like Jokic is
Jokic and KD.
like you think Jokic is like guarding any of those people,
I think Jokic wouldn't try it on All-Star.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
see, that's another topic of discussion. Luca and Jokic, I don't know, like in the
yeah,
beginning of that game,
yeah, because Luca would cook too, but I don't
mm,
think he would really care. And
yeah,
he kind of takes like when he plays, he's a guy who has the ball in his hands a lot. So maybe one.
Luca would definitely cook.
Okay, yeah.
Luca. Oh, we forgot Kyrie, even though he wasn't
Kyrie would have
like
like four dribbles.
Kyrie would have to be in it though.
Kyrie would have everyone
Kyrie
would want
would
to watch
have to be in
Kyrie.
it. Kyrie would 100% have to.
Who's like a guy that's not an all-star, like not even maybe not even a starter that you're like, okay, he can
Like
put in some work.
I would say what's his Lou Williams, but like
He's not in the
he's
league
not
no
in the
more.
league no more. So, but
It would have to
that
be those like six-man role type
yeah, I
guys.
know.
Like even though okay, he's been trashed this year, but Jordan
Jordan
Poole,
Poole.
yeah,
Oh, but I feel,
yeah, but he's too small. Maybe
but
keep
that's
him.
what I'm saying. Like, there's
It
just
would have
all
to
the all stars would be better.
all the all-stars would be the best.
Yeah,
Trying to think of another guard. Straight, it would be straight Terry Rozier, I think would be good.
but I'm not like you because this isn't gonna be that long. It's gonna be just like these events during All Star Weekend aren't that long.
Yeah,
So it's
fact.
like those 5 to 6 people that we already named, like that would already be super entertaining.
Yeah, fact.
Like just them going at it. Like, you think they would ever do that though? I don't feel
I
like
think
they
they would
ever
talk,
do.
or maybe 2-on-2 would be fun too, or 3-on-3. But
No, I think the one-on-one would be the best.
one-on-one would be the
One-on-one,
best.
just going straight at it, like
Yeah, that would be the
because
best.
especially when it gets like late, when people like closing in that like that score you need, like it
You
get really
think those
good.
bucket getters are like those like super aggressive? Okay, okay. Now the podcast knows I'm the biggest Jonathan Kuminga fan in the world. Do you think he would like dominate just because how like physically imposing he is?
No, no,
No, you don't
no,
think
bro.
so?
Cause like, no, nah. Cause I mean, I know Katie doesn't look like it, but like Katie's strong.
Yeah, I get.
Katie's strong. Like
And he'll go against
he's gonna hold his own. Like I know
like Giannis. You don't think would dominate
no Giannis will 100% dominate. It's
in
just
four
like
dribbles though?
it's just yeah, that's the only thing. 3 to 4 dribbles, it might be tough.
That's why
Cause
Jokic.
like
That's
he's
why the bigs. I think
Giannis
that
gonna be settling for shots too, and it's just
that's why like I think the bigs I think the bigs can go with the forwards because in four dribbles I don't know. I mean you can post up in four dribbles, but like I don't think I think Katie's beating Jokic in one-on-one.
yeah, no, 100. Katie's whooping everyone.
Yeah, I think
Katie's serving all day.
like LeBron's probably starting too just because he's big.
Yeah, no, but like
Who's like a star that you'd be like, he's not winning that?
like that would be in it, but he's
Yeah,
not gonna
that'd be in
be
it.
like Bam. Like
Yeah,
no,
that
no
Bam.
Bam. Cat. I don't think
Bro,
like
Bear would be terrible.
yeah, Cat could do.
No,
Cat
I
might
think
get
Cat
some
could do.
points.
No,
He
Cat
get
would
some
do his
points.
thing actually.
Get some points, but
Who's like
I feel like
Tyrese Halliburton? I mean,
I
they're
feel
all
like Trey,
stars.
just like you said, like.
Trey's too small, yeah.
But I mean, is everyone guaranteed to get some possessions with the ball, or is it
It's
like
fine.
you
If you
have to
score,
get
you keep
stopped?
it.
Yeah, but
If
like
it's
then,
because then whoever starts with ball
well,
probably just wins.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh no, it's interesting
Like
take.
it'd be interesting how the format and like all the discussion that go into that. That'd be a long discussion, but
Okay, well, moving on to another thing. I don't know if you watched it. I didn't watch the full game, but I saw some clips. The celebrity game.
Yeah,
A
no,
lot of people
I
were
didn't
complaining that
I didn't watch it, but
Kai Cenat
Tyson,
was
yeah.
not getting the
I mean,
ball.
I seen clips with that. It's funny too. I mean, shout out Shannon Sharp. I love Shannon Sharp. Love their podcast. Shout out Nightcap. But yeah, I mean, I seen a clip where Kai literally was like,
Wide open.
no, I'm not. Yeah, we'll get to that. But it was like even before the game, Kai was like, Shannon was his coach. He was telling him to give him more minutes,
Hmm.
and Shannon was like, "You want to win with MVP?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, so we got to restrict your minutes." So it's like, I think,
Oh,
I mean, I don't want to assume anything, but like, cause I didn't watch the game or anything, but
not
I feel
that
like,
Shannon.
no, I feel like he just wanted to win, Shannon. But I don't
But
know,
like,
cause
I
I
feel
didn't
like
watch the
people are
game.
not watching celebrity.
Cause
Like,
like,
I know Michael
you
Parsons
saw
went
Michael
off.
Carson, he had like a bunch of, he had like 40 damn near, right? 37? I don't
I
know.
think he went
He had
like
like,
17 for 31 or 14 for 31.
I know
No,
he
he
had
took
like,
31 shots.
I know he had like 37 points, 16 rebounds. He's going to, like, I feel like they really wanted to win, So I didn't throw him in there. But
I guess.
yeah, so that clip was crazy. Wide open layup,
Yeah.
and they didn't pass him the ball.
But to be honest,
I feel like it's kind of messed up though in a way.
yeah,
It was because
because he
like,
was the main attraction,
but it's
especially for
like,
little kids and stuff.
it depends on what they told him though. Because aren't there talks about that? Or do you think it was just like, hey, come out, we want you to like come to this event, and then he was
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
realistically, if
Like
we're
I
being,
feel like he wouldn't have gone to it without like talking with them, like, oh, I want to make sure I play. Because I've seen videos of him like grinding. Did you see any of those? Like he was
yeah.
practicing, like he was
If
getting ready for the moment, and he just didn't get in.
we're being honest though, like he did it for the bag. He probably got a bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
So like he's probably a little annoyed, but
bro,
he realistically doesn't
he
care.
walked in with Steph and everything too. Like
Oh, I didn't see that.
you
He
didn't
walked
see
in with
that? He
that.
walked in with
I
Steph.
saw his intro. He was like, oh, it
Yeah,
was
he
hard.
walked in with Steph and everything. Like to the actual like earlier on in the day, like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
in the
yeah.
game,
I
but
see. I
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. That was crazy. But
Is there anything in the
well,
All-Star weekend you want to talk
I
about?
mean, I
We
mean,
didn't really talk about the All-Star game.
yeah, I
Like Dame
mean,
went off
I'm
200
like
points.
I tuned in after like I stopped watching after like halftime. Like
Yeah.
it started to get it was really a blowout. It was the same thing. Like the East pulled away early. Shout out Tyrese. Tyrese was cooking early on.
Do you think they should go
Tyrese was
back to the
cooking early
draft,
on.
or do you like East to West?
I love the draft. I love the draft.
I
That was
like the draft for the draft, but other than the draft,
like I think it was cool that they went back just because like it's been a while, but
do you think? I don't know. This
I
is
love the
I never
draft.
saw this, but I'm just saying on spot. Maybe like every year like 1 year they do East All-Star, next year they do
Mm,
draft.
yeah, yeah,
But that
yeah.
might just
But I feel like the league is not the type to want to constantly like
change.
change,
Yeah.
Like
I don't think
they
so
like
either.
being simple and like just sticking with certain stuff.
Simple, I think, is better in some
But
ways.
I love the draft though, just because like I mean I think it was cool, especially
It was right before the
was last year the only year that they did that, where it was
yeah,
right
right before
before.
the game.
I
That
like
was
that.
cool. That
That
was
was cool because like especially because with the East and the West, I mean, people change teams so much now. But it was like, 10 years ago when they had East versus West, it used to be like just always
it
the
was
same
always
people.
LeBron and
It was
Steph.
always
Yeah.
LeBron, Steph on the same team,
It's
KD.
kind of cool though, LeBron, Steph, and KD were on the
It's,
same team.
I know, but then like it was just nice to like mix it up. And then the captain thing was cool. You had Steph versus LeBron a lot.
I
Giannis
agree.
versus LeBron captains. And just made it interesting, I think. But
So
moving on. Let's
let's
talk about the
talk.
Warriors a little bit. Let's
Yeah,
talk about the Warriors.
we're
We're
both
Warrior
Warriors
fans.
fans, but we're gonna be unbiased because
We'll try to be. We'll try to be. Try to be.
so the Warriors have been looking good, which is a good thing, but the Utah Jazz game like, recently was not. It was like the ugly win,
Okay.
but
Hey, we'll take what we can get though.
we'll take what we can
Take what we
get.
can get. A win's a win.
But I
Remember
guess
that. A win is a win.
I'm not a big Steve Kerr fan, but I will give him a lot of props. Klay Thompson has been. It's not even like he's been bad.
Yeah,
He's
he's
been
been
outright
bad.
terrible.
Let's just say this though. A win's a win. You come out with the win and then you just
See
you
what
watch the
happens.
tape and then you fix it after. But as long as you come out with the win.
So do you think Clay will be benched for the whole year in favor of Pajemski, Brandon Pajemski?
I think he's gonna be best for I'm gonna say at least for the rest of the regular season. At least for the rest of because like I mean Steve Kerr came out and said he's gonna be benched for the foreseeable future. Um yeah, I mean I feel like he hasn't been shooting well. He just hasn't been when he's on the court, his impact is just not the same.
I think he has a negative impact.
Yeah, I mean he has a negative impact.
Like I saw something, there's 17 and
His-
9 when he plays under 30
Under
minutes. And then
But it's for me, it's just I mean, it's the shot selection for me. But it's
and
like,
the body language.
and the body language. We'll get to that because that ending, the ending of the one game, the
Yeah, the
turnover.
body
We'll get
language
to that in a minute, but
and the foul against the
that's what I
Clippers.
was gonna say. Yeah, that's what
Clay.
we'll get to that in a minute. But it's for me the shot chucking. Like he just takes a lot of bad shots. But it's like, how are you gonna tell someone of that caliber who's like one of the greatest shooters of all time to not take those shots? But But it's
Honestly, to me,
because to me, it's not. The only reason I'm mad that he's taking them now is just because he's not making any of them. But it's like, how are you going to tell him to stop shooting them? Because his mindset is he's going to make the next one, you know?
yeah,
So it's like, how do you? It's just tough. That's why coaching is such a big factor. Because like
yeah,
now
Steve
Steve
Kerr has
Kerr
a tough
stepping
job.
in, yeah.
But to me, it's honestly, I don't really think it's his fault because I think the shot selection is terrible. But when we thought before after his injuries, would be like he's a shooter, the athleticism, he'll be able to play late into his career.
He's missing wide open shots.
Yeah, I think it's because of the injuries. Because on defense, he literally is a cone on defense.
But no,
Like,
like he
because
like,
a shot, you need to use your legs on shots. And I saw some things before. He's not like his legs aren't the same.
he's shooting like his release is like so different
Yeah,
now.
his release is
He
different.
just doesn't. The comfort level is just not there.
But last year he was not this bad. There was a streak
There
where
was a streak last year when Steph was hurt when
yeah,
he was going
he was
off.
going off.
But
In
I
the
feel,
playoffs, he was bad.
but it's like I feel, but it's just
I think it's a lot of mind thing too.
yeah, he just missed like you know the Lakers series last year.
Yeah, he was
Last season he was
terrible.
bro. If he just makes some of those shots, we have a chance. Like
I
he
think
was
a
missing
lot.
open.
I think
it wasn't like those tough shots either. It was spot up shots. A lot of those.
well, he has no like shot creation ability.
No, but he was open for a lot of those. They were sending pin downs, pick like the little screen plays. He was getting open like
Do you
got
think?
clean shots.
Okay. Do you think the team this year is better than the Golden State Warriors that won 2022?
Nah,
No,
just because. Do you know why? Like
just because of
this is just my remember, and it was like last year too when we were in high school, senior year. I was talking when before they traded back for Gary Payton. Remember, I was like constantly saying they should trade back for him.
Mhm.
But it's like just the continuity of that team. They were just
They played so well together.
they just played so well together. Everything fit. Like
And
they're
Wiggins,
trying to go like they always have had that style. You know, the small ball rely on Steph. You know,
yeah,
but it's like
it's been
it
working.
just worked to perfection during that whole playoff run. You know, like Steph was like
It was Steph and role players.
I mean, Steph's always been like Steph last year in the playoffs popped off, but it's just like I don't know. Everyone was just flowing. What Gary Payton had just such a huge impact. But I know he got hurt, Dylan Brooks, but
I think a biggest Kevon Looney's what like unplayable.
yeah,
Basically. Like I love him to death, but
but it's just like I know Wiggins been stepping up lately, but like Wiggins was like
I think
Wiggins during that playoff. That was one of the main things because Clay wasn't good. Draymond got benched in that game 3.
no, Wiggins was
Game 4.
Wiggins was better than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, no, Wiggins was
Almost as good as Tatum.
He got like 17 boards that one game.
I
He
think
was getting like 20, 17.
he was terrible to me, but he's been really. I think we need to start talking about Andrew Wiggins in all defense conversation because his defense. Maybe he's not defense player of the year, but he had. I think he has Jaden McDaniels, OG Anunoby,
I have a
like
question.
defense.
I have a question for you. Do you think because we both really watched that playoff, you think he could get back to that level? Like, you think it's just a switch where he could just turn it off and on in playoffs or no? Because I'm not going.
I want to be counting on
If
it.
he gets back to that level, like
Or
they're up there.
maybe they don't need that. Do you think Jonathan coming at this young can become a second option on a championship team? Because even Draymond Green has said it. And for a while,
Of course he's gonna say that.
but he had a stretch of game. He kind of cooled off the last 2-3 games of
No, but I'm not. It's not even just. I'm not even looking at stats that much. You know, like it's more about just the impact. I mean, obviously stats show impact, but
I think Steve Kerr needs to give him more because he's had like last game they benched him, but then he did have a really bad turnover. But I think Kerr needs to leave him in the game even when he's messing up, just to give him the confidence to like.
Especially what does it matter right now? You know,
Exactly.
Like you gotta just
Kuminga's,
get everything ready for the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know?
you need Kuminga as he needs to be 18 points a game scorer for them to be a legit threat in the playoffs. Because right now he's not. The Warriors are not. I don't.
The
think
reason for that 18 to 19 is just because like what's happening during that 18 or 19 because that's like that means everything else is opening up for everyone else. That means he's like his confidence is high. Like
I have another question for you about the Warriors and especially it's the end game stretch. They blow a lot of leads.
oh yeah, that was a problem last year.
Steph Curry's really clutch. He's really good. You give your best players the ball at the end of the games, right? But at the end of the games, I think they're too Steph Curry reliant. They give the ball to Steph and they have no options. They set picks.
Yeah, the thing
and he is clutch. But I think they could like Kuminga in the first 3 quarters is always not always, but he's been dominant. And then the fourth quarter, he'll maybe catch a lob, maybe get a fast break.
But he's just not into it.
But it's not even his fault. I never see they gotta hit Kuminga with the low post up. Wiggins, they're just too Steph Curry reliant at that
They need to drop more plays specifically.
I think they're just kick Wiggins, Kuminga in the post.
But
and I know Steph is
this. I'll answer your question, but it's to me. how well you think Kuminga is really good at like generating his own basket, especially in the half court offense? Like, you know, that was that was a big question for Giannis, you know, and it still is. Once you get into that half, because he's a transition player. Once you get into that half court offense, defense is set. Like
I think in the post up,
I think,
he draw. I don't think but he draws fouls.
but in the
Almost,
playoffs, it's not gonna be like that.
yeah, they're gonna clog the paint.
It's
I
not.
just,
We see.
I'm not just saying straight Kaminga, but I don't think
No.
they cannot be this Steph Curry.
I agree with you, but then I think it goes to coaching, and we'll talk about more of this with the NFL because I have a lot of stuff to say with this for the NFL. I think it's up to Steve Kerr and that coaching staff. They got to drop more plays for him.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they just got to get him open, get him the ball in like his spots.
and they were doing that for a
You
good.
just can't give him the ball and expect him to, because that's what they're doing with Steph a lot of times too.
Yeah.
But it's Steph, you know. But
I think Draymond's helping a lot with that. He gives Kaminga the ball, gives him the confidence.
exactly. But I agree with you. They need a. They're just too Steph reliant, and they just need a. They just need to drop some stuff.
They have one play though that I really like. I don't know if you saw it. It's a Curry setting a screen for Kaminga, and he has a drive because he's so dominant. He has a driving lane, and Curry pops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's just a pick and pop, but I literally have seen it work so many times. I just think they need to give the ball to Kaminga more or Wiggins too. Wiggins' his shot is low, sometimes flat, and honestly,
Wiggins shot always been flat.
every time he takes a shot, I think he's gonna miss it. To be honest.
Yeah.
But in the paint, he has a nice little hook, and Kaminga, I think in the regular season they just the problem is they need to win games too. So it's not like
They need to win games.
you need to try things out.
You think they're locked into that 8 to 10 range, like 7 to 10 range? Like that you do, like let's pull up the standings right now. I'll pull up the standings.
If they get I think the best case scenario is they get the eight
The
seed
8 seed.
because then they can win and then get the 7 seed.
Yeah.
If they get the 9 or 10, that means they have to win 2 playing
Okay.
games. Just because
That's tough. I'm never gonna count them out, but like that'd be tough to go, especially they're gonna be on the road, 2 play-on games.
I think they'll catch they're right next with the Lakers. It's the Kings would really need to fall out. If the Warriors,
only 4 games.
the Warriors do have one of the easiest strength of schedule.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So
well,
they
it's
play
just
the
like-
Spurs twice.
It's just they just and this was a huge problem last year, just closing out games, late in games.
Yeah, it's
Like-
terrible.
Like I'll draw, it's
generally like pisses me off.
early on in the season, those 2 losses to OKC that went into overtime.
Tough.
Should have not.
I went to one of those games, by the way,
You went to one of those games.
with Demetrius.
Wait, the one that was like
It was the one where
that
Chet
hit the game time shot. Like
Yeah.
both of those games, they ended up losing both of those, right?
Exactly.
Both of those games went into overtime. They shouldn't even have gone to overtime.
Clippers
They blew,
game,
like,
two
the
Clippers games,
the Clippers game.
Kings game,
Yeah.
Lakers game.
They're
Oh,
just-
they didn't blow the Lakers game, but they could.
But see, that's the thing. I feel like
Do you
with the veteran leadership, I feel like that when it comes playoff
That's
time,
what Steve Kerr mentioned. Do you
it-
think in the playoff this is good in the regular season to test the young guys and stuff?
I think so. But it's just all right. What I'm gonna say is, I feel like it won't be that big of a problem once they get into the playoffs. Like, 'cause they're gonna be. It's a different type of atmosphere when you're in the playoffs. Steph's gonna be locked in. Draymond. I mean, Clay's gonna do the best that he can. But it's just that the more they struggle now, it's gonna be even harder to get into those moments. You know, like you know what I mean. Like
the
it's
good
gonna
thing
be
is
hard.
they have a lot of depth.
Like
Like
everyone's hurt.
Chris Paul's coming back.
Chris Paul's gonna be coming back.
I don't know.
I'm not
What do you think their best five is? In my opinion,
To
it's
close the game.
just like their best five. Yeah, to close the game.
To close the game.
Curry, mine is Curry, Pajemski, Wiggins,
Curry, Pajemski,
Draymond,
Wiggins, Draymond.
Kuminga.
Yeah.
You don't like Kuminga?
No. You have yeah.
Chris Paul, I love Chris Paul's honestly been very good, better than I thought. But I think in mid year,
Bro, the first 8 games they were rolling.
I think Steve Kerr was playing him too much.
Yeah.
Like I think he's a 20-25 minute guy. When Curry's not on the court, you play him every single one of those minutes, and then maybe an extra 10.
That's what,
But
that's what the whole offseason talk was like. You got to stagger their minutes, or not so much staggered, but
But
just
Kerr
like,
was closing every game with him.
I know.
He was graded plus minus. He on
But
like in the numbers.
Do you think that has to do with like just who Chris Paul, like Chris Paul? 'Cause, you know, he's one of the
But
greatest.
he's 6 foot and like he's good on defense, but sometimes he just gets.
I know, but like
You already have Curry. You can't have Curry and Chris
I know,
Paul
but
because they both
perfect.
get picked
I
on
know, but it's just like
because they're vets. Yeah.
yeah, you think it's like perfect situation. He would just play when Steph's not out there and control it. That's what. Yeah.
But maybe because he's injured now and that they've been rolling. Pajemski's been really good. He's probably going to take Clay's minutes.
Mhm.
I could also see Gary Payton in that closing lineup as well. Instead of if Kuminga's not playing good or Pajemski, you can put him. But I segue into this something else. We're gonna do a would you rather. I have a would you rather. It's actually involving the Warriors.
Okay.
Would you rather? They're both in two hard places. Would you rather right now have the future of the Warriors or the Lakers? Like, would you rather be the GM of the Warriors or Lakers?
GM of the Warriors or Lakers?
Like, who do you think has, or I'll say, would you rather be the GM of the Warriors or Lakers right now? Saying you're non-biased because you're a Warriors fan. I'm a Warriors fan.
I'm gonna go with the Warriors.
Yeah, not to be
Oh,
non-biased, I'd still go with the.
the only reason why, like, I feel like Lakers are understandable just because it's, I mean, the Warriors have become a huge market just because of Steph and like, but like the Lakers are just always going to be a big market. You can always draw for agents, you know? Like, I feel like once Steph is gone, like, it's going to be super hard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, it's just going
But
to
the
fall
thing with the
off.
Lakers, I think with small market, the Warriors aren't a small market, but I think the big market thing is kind of overrated.
You think so?
Because
Bro,
as we see now, the Timberwolves, even the Grizzlies are hurt now, but they have a really, I think they have a good
but
future.
like, let me give you an example. Let me give you
OKC,
an example. Shea, like, that, like, obviously, I mean, we're all NBA fans, so we like follow everything, but like,
yeah, if they didn't have Shea, you don't know what they'd be.
no, like I'm telling you, like Shea doesn't get Shea's been balling. He's been
But
balling this season, but like he's getting recognition, but that's because we follow it. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's
but
just
I'm
some
just saying,
household names. Like
yeah,
Shea,
the
Shea's
big market,
not if he was in a big marketplace, like if Shea was in New York, like
yeah.
he'd be getting so much more recognition, you know?
But I just think having a big market is, I don't think I don't think you're gonna have a better team because you're a big market anymore. Like Chicago's a huge market, and I think they're in the worst position in the
But
NBA.
it's more of the fact when it's like you have a LeBron in that big market, you know? You
Yeah, I
know?
say you're saying money wise and all that, but
Yeah.
honestly, okay,
No, but
this is the
I would
bold
go with the
thing.
Warriors, but yeah.
Do you think LeBron has ruined the Lakers? Because he got them the bubble
I
ring,
was gonna say
the
you say
Mickey
I was
ring.
gonna say all right. I was gonna say it's hard to say that just because you want a chip. Just like with the Rams, like you know, I
Yeah,
mean, if you
okay,
win a chip, it kind of like
I agree.
it's kind of hard to just go against that. Like
And they did make the playoffs, so it is, you know. And last year we talked about it.
injuries kind of ruined.
They made the Western Conference Finals.
Injuries
Yeah.
kind of ruined them. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I'm gonna segue off just a little bit, and we can end the segment with this. But 2021, right, or COVID year.
Hmm.
If Kyrie doesn't get hurt, you think they win it? You think they win it all?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Like.
If he didn't have his toes on, like I think they win it all.
Bro, Katie was balling that game. Katie was
I think
unstoppable.
Katie was the best player in the
He
NBA.
was unstoppable. But okay, and then we're gonna. So how? Because it's interesting.
I have some more would you rather's too as
Oh,
well for
okay.
NBA.
Up to that, because up to that point, there's been all that discussion about Giannis. You know, like can he like really
Do
get
it
the job
again.
done? No, no, no. Because before that, he hadn't won a ring. That was the
Oh,
first ring.
you're
So up to that point, it was like there was. I mean, everyone was just talking about him. Like, is he gonna get to that next level? Like, obviously, he was playing one of the best players in the NBA for like years, but
mhm.
he had never gotten over that hump. You know, Kawhi beat him. He lost to the Heat in the
Yeah.
bubble. So it was like, how much do you think that narrative would have like? Do you think
He
we'd be
didn't have
talking
that.
about Giannis the same way if he lost? Because that's his only ring. But like a ring does that to you, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he hasn't been back to the finals since then. But
If
it's
he
like
did,
he
I
got
think he'd
that
be an
one ring,
NB.
so it
I
doesn't
think he'd be
matter.
an NB territory.
So you think we talk about him completely different?
Our ring does like it,
Because the ring does that. The
I
ring,
don't love that, but
but that's
because
just
Joel Embiid has been
that's
as
just the
dominant
reality. Yeah,
as Giannis, but no one like say all time, no one's thinking of Joel Embiid
that's what I'm
even
saying.
close to Giannis,
That's just the reality.
or even just in the league. Like I would say Giannis is a top two player, and then you'd say Embiid's maybe top
I
five.
would say so. You could say top. I would put him top seven, to be honest. That's just me though.
I
Like
think
I
I'd put him at like 4 or 5.
think so. I
I
put him
think I would
at
put
six.
I think
Who you got?
Jokic, Giannis, and Curry are my top three
Jokic, Giannis, Curry.
in no order.
I'm
Or I
not.
think I'm putting Jokic at one.
I would put Steph.
At one,
Yeah, I'm putting Steph at one.
I'm putting Jokic at. I love the
Uh,
Warriors, but I'm putting Jokic at one.
KD.
I don't think. I think
You.
KD's maybe.
Well, but it's just like,
Are you taking KD or Luka?
well, because it's because all this. I know it's all the stats and all that, but it's like,
I'm a big. I love Luka, but actually I don't love.
I'm gonna just list
I
them.
don't.
Steph, KD, Jokic, Luca.
I don't think Luka wins you a championship. His style of play.
Yeah, that's a different discussion. We could get
Do
into
you
that.
agree with that?
Yeah.
Just like because James Harden was the exact same way,
Yeah, I
dominant,
know.
looked
That's what
like
I'm
the
saying.
best
Yeah.
one of the, but like that ball dominance is just
Yeah.
it's just not winning you
I like
anything.
D-Book. I feel like D-Book top eight, top seven.
I think Donovan Mitchell's better than D-Book.
Think
Is that a bold take?
That's a bold take. That's
I'm
a
really
bold
high.
take.
I think Donovan Mitchell's a top.
Well,
Uh,
especially last year. Like D-Book's been balling this year, but last year, remember that playoff run he had? Like I know they lost second round to the Nuggets. He was averaging like What was the average? I just remember he was shooting absurd,
I
like
love
field goal
Debo's game
percentage.
though. He's so
He was
smooth.
shooting like 80% from the. That's the only reason
I
they were
think
in
Don
those
Mitchell's
games.
the most. He's my MVP. Is that
Donovan
crazy?
Mitchell. That's not crazy. I mean,
They won
what was their
18
win
straight
streak?
games with
18.
no Darius Garland.
That's crazy.
And even last year he had a stinker in the playoffs, but he literally the Cavs were the 8th seed 2 years ago, and then they became the 9th seed because they lost in play-in.
Yeah.
Made them instant playoff team. Utah the playoff team every time they're there. And this
Yeah.
year they're gonna be a top 3 seed. And I don't even love their front court with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. I think it's too big, and Darius Garland hasn't been good as well, but Don Mitchell's been just that dominant.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair to say. Who do you think wins it though? Like I know that's your. Who do you think wins it though? Like you got to take everything in consideration, like seeding, like fatigue. Like who do you think wins it?
Wins what?
The MVP.
This year?
Yeah. Because
I think
I think
I want Mitchell to win, but I don't. I think there's very low chance.
I feel like
It's honestly because
I think Jokic gonna win it.
Jokic is
Just because last year,
I think he's a
this is
freak
my.
pick.
You think he got robbed last year? 100% think he got robbed last year. It's just good.
Embiid had a good ass year.
I know, but Jokic had a dominant year too. Especially all those like when you really go into the deep.
Because I think Embiid would have won it this year if he didn't get hurt.
That's
He was
fair to say,
averaging
that's fair to say.
36.
I know that's fair to say. That's fair to say.
He-
And they were like, were they the number one? They were the 1 seed for a while, but like
I think they dropped
I
down
think
to
they dropped
3.
like 3. Yeah,
Man, that's hard to. I think I would take Embiid just because
Yeah.
of the boringness.
yeah. Oh yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like because I feel like they're gonna. I mean, he was dominant whole playoff run last year. He won Finals MVP. I feel like I mean, and it's not like he's just having a regular mediocre season. He's like, I mean, he's dominating still. All the EPAs, like all the metrics, advanced
I
analytics.
think Jokic is the best player in the NBA. And he should get MVP. I think it's just
Is it gonna be like the
the
LeBron
boring,
type
yeah,
thing?
it's the LeBron
They're
thing.
gonna stop. But that's why I feel like this year they
because there's no other MVP
yeah, no.
like there's other candidates.
Steph should have won it in 2021 though.
When they were the 8th seed,
They were
They didn't
they were the 6th seed but he got hurt. You know?
but they even make the
That tailbone
playoffs.
injury.
I don't think who won it that year.
Jokic. Bro, Steph was averaging like what 32 and it just his impact. That
His team was terrible.
I know that for that month of like March and April, that stretch he was going on where he's averaging like 40 a game. Best basketball I've ever seen. That was crazy. I don't know. I was hoping
I don't think he should have won MVP that year. Just because I don't think you can give a non-playoff. Because even when
yeah.
Westbrook won it, they were at least a 6
I
seed,
know,
I think.
but it's not like they were the what were the Nuggets were like?
I think they
They
were
were the
6 seed.
three. Well,
3 seed? 3 seed?
I think they were the 3 that year because it was the next year when the Warriors beat them in the first round that they were the 6th seed.
They had no Jamal
So I
Murray
remember
that
it was
year.
like Suns, Lakers, and then Nuggets.
Suns
for
were the
that.
first. Lakers were the first seed.
No, I think Suns were. Oh wait, no. The Lakers lost to the Suns in the first round. Remember that was the COVID year. 'Cause remember
Oh,
LeBron and AD were kind of
Sun-
hurt, and then
Suns were the 2 seed.
Lakers
were
were
the 7.
Yeah. Oh, because the Lakers beat the Warriors in the play-in. Yeah, I'm stupid.
That was the year Luca and them.
That was the year Luca was cooked. Luca cooked. Luca's always cooking in the playoffs.
He
I'm
is
not gonna
always
lie. Luca's always cooking in the playoffs. But
Do you think Prime Luca's better than Prime Harden? You think so?
yeah, I think so. I think so. That's
Prime
Prime Harden
Harden
was disgusting,
It's
though.
actually different.
I know. That's tough.
Even Harden now has been good.
I
It's
know.
not Prime.
Yeah. But I mean, he just adjusted his play style, 15. But
All right, well, we'll be back. We're gonna take a little break.
moving on. NFL Super Bowl reaction. It's been a week. Any new thoughts?
Honestly, at the beginning of the game, I was really falling asleep in the first and second quarter. It was a
Yeah,
snooze.
the first half was
It was a snooze
defensive
fest.
battle. Defensive battle.
Okay, we'll just call it a snooze fest. But honestly, it was a great game. I wasn't rooting for either team. I kind of wanted the Niners to win just because Taylor Swift was popping up and it was
Alright.
pissing me off.
All right.
It was really annoying.
But
But it was a good ass
all the
game.
Swifties gonna come after you.
I thought Travis Kelce was gonna get a like a buzzer beater touchdown, the last touchdown, but
Oh, the one that McCall got.
that's what I thought the script was. But to be honest, the Niners, I think the Niners should have just kicked the ball off. I don't understand what Kyle Shanahan was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tune into. I mean, first of all, we'll start with that. Yeah, I mean, I just think it was a really bad decision to
Because think about
I
it.
mean,
Or you go first.
because I'm a Chiefs fan, right? So, when that overtime started and they were all walking up, Fred Warner's walking up, Mahomes was walking up. I was hoping we won the toss because just as a fan, like I know the team, like I wanted them to have the ball first, you know?
The Niners.
Yeah, I wanted us to be on defense first.
So when Fred
So
Warner said that, you're like,
when they
you were
won
hyped.
when they won the toss, like I think we're gonna win either way, but like it's I was just hoping we won and deferred. But yeah, when they won first, I thought they were gonna kick it off,
Mhm.
but then Fred Warner said we want the ball, and I was really happy.
I think their
Yeah.
their reason for this is if both teams get a touchdown, then the Niners have the first chance. But like you're about to say, they would have went for two, right?
Yeah, I understand that, but it's like I totally understand that reason. Like, because
Yeah.
then if both teams score, which is what the new rules like allowed,
The Niners
it
would
goes
have
in
the
the sudden
advantage.
death.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not going to get to that point. You got to know that. Like that's where I think preparation is such a big key into this. Like,
Well, even if they do get to that point, the Chiefs said that they would have gone for
that's
two.
what I'm saying. It's not going to get to the third possession.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So there's no
especially
point.
you got to know. Like, I mean, Kyle Shanahan's been in these big games.
And then
He was in the Super Bowl
And
against
do you hear the
Brady.
Chiefs saying, "Oh yeah, we knew the overtime rules, blah blah blah," and the Niners players saying, "Oh, we didn't know the overtime."
That's what I was going to get to. Preparation is such a big key. Like, I
I
guess
think
they
it's
just didn't
preparation.
vote.
I think it's kind of excuses too. I think they knew the rules. They literally said the rules.
You think
Like-
they no, but did you see that? Because I watched them mic'd up, like literally right after. Like a bunch of the players on the sideline were like, "Oh, we score, we win," and Fred Warner was like, "No, no, no, both teams get the ball." And then how
Oh.
Juszczyk literally was walking towards that,
I saw
one,
Kyle's use.
and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know I didn't know like both teams get the ball. I didn't know that." So like, I genuinely just think they.
How are you like a pro NFL?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
like. We're literally we're just average dudes, and we just
I
see this
know.
on social media. They have
That
weeks to prepare. They probably literally have a coach just for this to prepare.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chiefs literally have a guy specifically for this.
Yeah, like 10 assistant coaches. Like maybe Kyle Shanahan doesn't tell you, but that maybe
Yeah, they
that
did because
makes no
the
sense.
Chiefs players all went out and said they had like multiple meetings, like a lot about it, you know, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a whole bunch, like it was a point of emphasis, you know. But I mean, yeah, I mean they're the ones who like were partly created the rule, so I mean it makes sense. But
Well, other than that, who do you think? Well, I mean, we can say Mahomes he had a really bad pick, but no, he had a
yeah,
great
yeah,
pick.
that was
That was a terrible
that
pick.
was a terrible.
But he had a good game.
That was the only
Check
point-
down merchant.
That was the only.
What do you think of that, Brady?
That was the only point in the game I was concerned when he threw that
Do you think
pick.
it's a check down merchant?
But the thing about it is, look, and I'm like, people are gonna say I'm sucking right
He's
now.
me right here.
But no. You gotta understand. He just was doing what was necessary to get the win.
Yeah.
You know, like because you gotta understand their team is constructed even last year. Like it's constructed totally different than like
With Tyreek.
when you just think of the Chiefs, you normally think of oh Mahomes is throwing around everywhere. Like Tyreek used 50-yard bombs, but like they don't have that anymore. They were like a defensive led honestly they were a defensive led team this year.
Mhm.
Their defense is the reason like they were even in the Super Bowl in the games. And it's like Brady early on in his career, like Mahomes just finishes the job, you know? But it's so it's like all he, like I don't want to say game manager, but he was just like this whole season, it was just manage the game. Because when you're
Just win the game.
when your defense is playing, that's why they were like, if you see the discrepancy, like
They had elite defense. Yeah.
they had an elite defense, but it's also they didn't obviously had a lot of touchdowns, but in terms of if you compare their stats from like previous years,
Mhm.
they were like totally down in like touchdowns, they just kicked a whole bunch of field goals. Their red zone percentage dropped like 20%. It was like
Oh, I didn't know
it
that.
was just a lot. But part of the reason is when you know you have a great defense on the other side, you
You're
take
less
less
risk.
risk.
Yeah, yeah.
So like Mahomes, instead of maybe trying to fit something in because he knows he needs a touchdown, he just throws it in the back of the end zone and takes the three because you know your defense is gonna get stopped. But that's where that pick was like, that was the only point in
That
the
was it,
game
that
where
was
I was like concerned because I mean they were sucking him off in the broadcast a lot. I don't know if you were like
Yeah, yeah.
hearing it. They constantly because it was true, they constantly brought up he hadn't had a turnover or he
Yeah,
had
I
one
saw
turnover,
that.
but he hadn't had a pick in 2 years in the postseason. Like
Yeah, yeah.
all of last year, he didn't have a pick. He had that one fumble in the AFC Championship against the Bengals, but there's a reason for that because he was playing a certain way. He was playing to not turn the ball over. So when he does throw that pick, it told me that like he was pressing, you know, because like the line was getting to him a lot. He didn't have time in the pocket and he was just rushing. So, but the defense stepped up right after that pick, you know, because they had amazing field positioning.
Mhm.
They got to stop though, and they ended up punting. But
Okay, I have a question for you. So the Niners were leading this game. It
10 to
looked
3
like
at
they were
halftime.
gonna. Okay,
I
let's
was-
not say win the game, but what do you think was the turning point for the Niners to blow the lead and the Chiefs to end up making it into overtime?
definitely the turning
The
point was the
fumble?
fumble.
The
The
fumble?
fumble
I
was
was
the
about to
turning
say
because
that.
especially
That shows how crazy special teams is.
I know
It
that's
matters.
crazy. They fired the defensive coordinator too, but we could talk about that. But
I don't
yeah.
think their defense was that bad, to be honest.
no, the defense has been bad the whole season.
The Niners? But I don't think in the Super Bowl it was
No, the playoff. It was the Super Bowl was elite. The Super Bowl because you're going against Mahomes, even though their
like you're
offense,
playing against I don't think it
even
was.
though their offense hadn't, their Chiefs offense was not good this year.
I think the really the main was Debo and Ayuk, like the Chiefs
That's why I'm
cornerback.
saying the Chiefs defense.
That was I
trash.
think that's what that was the like you're playing the Chiefs. I don't think like their defense was bad, but I don't think it was the main reason the loss. I think it was
Yeah,
Debo and Ayuk getting like
it's always like
slammed.
1 to 2 plays you got to make in order to win. Back to your point, yeah, the fumble was huge because especially the Chiefs. I think what they had. How many points did they? I don't even remember how much they had at that point. Did they have? Was that they only had 3 at
I
that
think that
point?
was 3-10.
Was it 3 or did they have 6? I don't
Might
remember
have
if
been
they kicked
6.
another field goal, but yeah, I mean up to that point they hadn't been moving at all. They were in no rhythm at all. Like that's a big part, momentum, rhythm. Just
Yeah, the
that
momentum
they
after
were
that.
barely picking up first downs. Like it was they weren't able to pick up any first down. So that to give them just the ball at like 20-yard
Yeah, it was
line, and
field
then they
position.
scored on the very first play too. It was a wide open. Travis Kelce like
Yeah,
brought 2 guys with them. MVS was wide open. Mahomes like threw it over the linebacker. I mean, yeah, at that point, it's just like the whole point, the momentum swing, you know? So
yeah.
I think that was the whole turning point.
Do you think Brock Purdy solidified himself as a good starting quarterback, or do you think he was badly solidified himself as like what they say a game manager, or do you think he kind of just you have the same perception of him as you did before the Super Bowl?
Nah, my perception, my thoughts have
What
changed.
down, up, or
Up,
same?
definitely
You
up.
think he got
But I mean, because like
he had a good game?
it's tough because I mean Jalen Hurts had an amazing Super Bowl last year, and then like he had a
Yeah.
down year this year. So obviously anything can happen, you know. He's got to like sustain this, next couple years. But I mean, anytime you're just in the Super Bowl, biggest game as a football player, like you're playing your whole life, he performed, you know.
Yeah, he didn't have a
Yeah,
bad game.
he didn't have any turnovers. I mean, he had some turnover worthy plays, but luckily, I mean, for them, they didn't result in the turnovers. So I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter too much. But I mean, he was
So you don't put any blame on him for Kittle, Debo, or Ayuk not getting.
no like that's I mean, this is gonna sound meat riding, but that's where it's just like there's a different level, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know like Mahomes, I mean Brady, all those guys are just a different level when you know they're out there. It's hard to explain, but they just
They
make the
make players
plays.
better, yeah.
Like you saw that 2 minute drive, like the Chiefs hadn't had anything going.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
When they needed it, those last to tie it up before overtime, they would have scored a touchdown if they had more time. The Niners didn't stop them. It's just they ran out of time. And then obviously when they got the ball in overtime, they scored. It's just some people just make it happen, you know?
But so that's my point. So Brock Purdy is not making it happen. He could be a Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins level quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I
But
think.
he's not in like a Josh
that's
Allen, Joe Burrow.
yeah, he's not in
Like
that.
he's not making
not
the
in that
play to win the
category.
game, but he's not
Exactly.
making the play to lose the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's not going to take you to the next level. But that's why I don't understand all people like.
Talking bad about him.
No, I understand that. I don't understand the hate towards the people that are hating. You know, like Cam Newton. Everyone's hating on Cam Newton. Like I agree with what Cam said. Like he's not wrong to call someone a game manager. Like
Yeah, it's not.
Mahomes was game managing the whole playoffs. That's whatever you need to do to win. You know.
And he was the last pick in the draft. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I know. But it's like the thing for me is,
do you think the Niners can win a Super Bowl with a game manager quarterback?
no, that I was gonna get to that. I mean, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
But it's just like it's gonna be interesting because the whole thing that everyone's talking about is what is Brock Purdy? When you take away the weapons, what's he gonna be? You know?
Yeah,
Because that's the whole point. Like Mahomes, you took away Tyreek. Obviously, he still has Kelsey. He's regressing though. He's getting old. But like back
He's
back
still
Super Bowl champs. He hasn't lost a playoff game since Tyreek's left. So, but it's just like because you
Well,
have
Brock Purdy's
you have
not Mahomes,
Debo, Ayuk. I know, but that's what they're saying because like people were trying to put him up in that top tier quarterbacks, but it's like
I don't think
it's like once you pay him,
Yeah,
like what's gonna
exactly.
happen? That's what I'm saying. That's the whole
So
discussion.
can they pay him? Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't think you could pay him 50 million a year, but it's tough because the way he's playing,
He's a starting
the
quarterback.
way he's playing as though you could get paid 50 million a year. You know,
15 million.
he's playing on the level of Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's getting paid 50 million a year.
Yeah,
If you just like, I know I don't like just looking at stats, but if you look at the stats,
yeah,
especially this past year, he was on a level. He was in the MVP conversation.
and like who else could you get like as the Niners?
That's the whole. That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying.
Like we always think it's this easy for GMs, but like as the GM of the Niners, there's not.
But that's what I'm saying.
Would you risk it, Justin Fields?
I would.
You would do it?
I would.
Because that's something I'll get
I
into.
would.
The Bears are a team I'm
I've
really
been
intrigued by.
I've been a Justin Fields fan. Like I thought they should.
I think they should.
I should.
keep Justin Fields.
I thought they should have drafted him with 3. Back
Niners?
yeah, when they drafted Trey Lance. I thought they were gonna draft Justin Fields with 3. Justin Fields was my favorite quarterback coming out that draft. I know Trevor Lawrence was in it. Zach Wilson.
He was my second favorite behind Trevor
Tre-
Lawrence.
Justin Fields was my favorite quarterback coming out that draft. I was hoping he went to the Niners,
Yeah, that would
but
have been good in that system.
thought he'd been, but
But Trey Lance is, yeah, he hasn't done much. But
yeah,
let's segue into the. I know. Let's segue into the Bears. I'm really intrigued by
okay.
what they would do in the offseason with either Caleb
I-
Williams or keep Jalen Fields. What would you do as the GM? I'm keeping Justin. I said Jalen Fields.
You
Justin
keeping
Fields.
Justin Fields? I feel like I think you got to. I think you got to trade it.
You got to get
I
Caleb.
think you got to trade. Yeah, just because
Caleb's just too good.
it's so hard because there's so many things that go into like these GM decisions.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, they're just trying to make money.
If
I feel like Caleb makes you a lot of money because that's all they're worried about too.
I think they could be a playoff team because even though they had a horrible start to the year, they kind
But
of.
it's the thing about it is, right? Justin Fields, he's shown some flashes, right? But like overall, he just hasn't been that good, right?
Yeah.
But so it's like, and this isn't like, I mean, everyone talks about Caleb's like generational, right?
Yeah.
He's like one of the best prospects to like ever. So it's like you take Marvin, who I think is gonna be like he's gonna be insane, Marvin. But and then Justin Fields is bad, and you had the chance to draft
Yeah. And
Caleb.
if Justin Fields is bad, then
Like that's just gonna be horrible because like you're never gonna get like obviously anything can happen in the next 5, 10 years, but like I don't think there's gonna be
you
a
think there's
prospect
zero chance Caleb Williams is not like a star quarterback.
in terms of just
Because imagine you draft Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, he's a star.
yeah, I don't I think he could be better. His potential's high. I think his
But
potential.
like, do you think there's a chance?
And like I don't think anyone in the next 5 to 10 years is gonna be as like has the potential that Caleb has. So it's like
So he's a generational quarterback.
I think so. Like it's just in terms of like drafting.
This is a like a
It's-
generational draft class to be
I
honest.
know. You got Marvin's gonna be
It's
generational.
like the opposite of the NBA. NBA draft class. Is
Like even the
terrible.
tackles, like I mean, I don't really go into that too much, but like there's some really
And then
good
they have
tackles.
tight ends,
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers.
Stuff. Yeah, he's good.
So what teams do you think would be interested in the Bears quarterback situation? Say
Like
Justin
trading up.
or trading up for Caleb Williams or trading for Justin
So
Fields.
we're just saying like the Bears would be like open.
Yeah. Like if
we'll do
we'll
both
say
ways.
Justin Fields first. Yeah.
Oh, so Justin Fields first,
And then we'll
who we
talk about
want to
Caleb.
trade for Justin Fields?
I think the Raiders.
I
would be
think
a
the
team.
The Falcons. The Falcons would be
a
interested.
team. Commanders maybe.
But I mean, don't they have
They have the.
don't they have the second pick?
You think they'd rather just get Drake May?
I think they'd rather just because like aren't you gonna have to pay Justin Fields or do you get paid?
Yeah, you'd have to pay.
So like I feel like they'd rather go with like Drake May or like whoever they like and just like 'cause you get 4 years rookie deal. So
Patriots.
yeah.
I think Patriots rather have Caleb. I mean, they all rather have Caleb.
Yeah, I mean I think everyone would rather have
Yeah.
Caleb. It'll be
There's a
interesting.
lot of teams that could use a quarterback.
Yeah. But
Falcons.
I'm not gonna lie, like there's a lot of teams, yeah.
Yeah. Even like no.
You think the Vikings want to get you think the Vikings want to go a different direction?
Justin Fields and
Like I'm not saying just Justin Fields, just you think they're gonna
you
want
want
to
Kirk
go.
Cousins towards Achilles.
I
Like,
know.
I don't
Wait, is
think-
he on a contract? I don't even know if he's on a
I
contract.
heard Justin Jefferson likes Kirk Cousins though.
He likes him or doesn't.
Like he likes him. He
He
doesn't
likes
want
him.
him to leave. But
Yeah.
that's an interesting situation. I'm trying to think of other teams that could use a quarterback.
Damn it, bro, Titans.
We'd have to look up.
Like, you like Will
Did you
Levis?
look up NFL standing?
Yeah.
The Titans, yeah.
Titans. Like,
I think they could use the Titans aren't in one of the worst
oh,
situations.
I got another topic. The Broncos. The Broncos. Broncos are gonna.
Steelers, you think? I'm not really a
Steelers
big
one, but like
I'm not a big fan
the
of Kenny
Broncos have
Pickett at
such a
all.
high pick.
Yeah, they do. They could trade up for
No, they were 8 and 9. What they got top 11. I don't know what pick they have. We can pull up the draft order if you want, but
National Football League. The Giants paid Daniel Jones. They have
I
to
think
keep him.
I mean they just extended Geno, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna
Geno.
say the Seahawks definitely need to like
What do you think about Kyler Murray?
I feel like-
Cardinals?
I think
He'll stay?
they're gonna stick. I don't think you get anyone better in the draft, like where they're at. Oh
Yeah, I'm a big on Kyler Murray. I think I'm a big fan of him.
yeah, I'm a big like I
Do
feel
you
like
think they can get Marvin Harrison or he's not falling that low? They have
what
the,
pick do the
I think they have the
Cardinals
third
The
pick.
third? I think it's possible because like
Drake May.
Caleb, Drake May, and then Marvin. But
That'd be nice.
like I
That'd
feel
be
like the
really
Seahawks, Michael Penix. I feel like they're a team to draft Michael Penix. Just because
Yeah,
like
I think they're gonna
if
trade
Geno
for
got
Justin Fields.
you think so?
Yeah,
Because I just feel like they just extended Geno to what 2 years, 2 more years.
yeah.
So they're like they would take Penix to just develop. I mean Penix is old already though, so maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know.
The
It's just-
Buccaneer Baker Mayfield was pretty good though.
All right. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. All right. Segueing in. what are your thoughts on the Chiefs repeating? And if no, who do you think their biggest threat is? So I mean, they're back to back. No one's ever repeated
I
before.
thought that because they looked very beatable in the beginning of the year.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. This is their worst year they're gonna have. This is
Exactly.
their year to get 'em. That's fine.
And they still won.
Yeah,
The AFC has a bunch of quarterbacks.
I know.
It's just injuries. Like the Bengals, I wonder if they can make it back, but I'm not
They gotta
sure.
stay healthy though.
This was the Ravens' year, to be
This
honest.
should have been there. Yeah,
The
they
Bills,
get it
I
done.
don't know about the Bills because Stephon doesn't seem happy. To be honest, this might be a little biased because I'm Brown. I think the Browns have a chance. If Deshaun Watson gets to, I know he has the little
Back to
thing,
that level.
but if Deshaun Watson gets to 70%, 80% of what he was, they have their Miles Garrett's
Miles
freaking
Garrett.
monster.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nick Chubb will be back by
Stafford.
next year. Amari Cooper's still an elite wide receiver one. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I'd say he's a top 15 receiver in the NFL. Just his route running, he's just super solid. They have Denzel Ward. They have a good D line. It's just
But
if they can stay, because they're one of the most injured teams this year, and they still made the playoffs.
yeah, it's just I know it's kind of cliche, but like you cut, especially in the AFC, you kind of need that game changer. You know, at
You don't think
quarterback.
Deshaun Watson can be that?
I mean,
He
it's
was
been
that at
two,
once. He
it's
was,
been 2 years now, and
and he's
like
been
I've been
bad.
hoping because I mean, Deshaun was extremely fun to watch when he was on the Texans, even when they were
You
like,
think he showed flashes?
even though
Because
when they
I've
were
watched the
4 and
Browns game,
12,
and I think he showed some
he's
flashes.
been really bad. He's
Just
been
with
really bad.
his arm, but he's still able to move on his feet. But like, yeah, he's been bad.
Yeah, he hasn't been good. But I mean, I mean,
Brown,
every time you have a good defense, that's why if you can just, I mean, he just has to be decent because they have an elite defense. They have a top
did
five.
the Texans make another step, or is that
The
too big?
Texans.
Yeah,
No, that
CJ Stroud looks
yeah, no, CJ Stroud.
looks good. Like
I was gonna get
like
into because
he's gonna get into Josh Allen, Joe Burrow territory.
I have my like
Like he might be.
predictions. We could talk about that
He
later.
might.
It's just
Okay, we'll do a little.
we'll talk about that
Would you
later.
rather Trevor Lawrence or CJ Stroud?
CJ Stroud,
Would you rather Josh Allen or CJ Stroud?
Josh Allen,
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. CJ Stroud. You have to think about that, right?
Yeah, I have to think about that. Just because Joe's been hurt a lot. That's the only thing. Like when Joe's fully healthy,
He's dominating.
like if you were only gonna watch one game, of Joe Burrow, watch that. It was this season, Bengals versus 49ers off their bye. Insane performance. But when Joe's fully healthy, he's two. He's number two. It's
He's
just
two.
he's two. It's just I mean, it's what 2 seasons now where he's been like out. I mean, his first season when he was a rookie tore, I don't know what he tore. He tore like ACL or something, but and then he just had this season ending hand injury.
You don't think Lamar's near two? You just want the
Lamar.
MVP
No, I don't think
just because of the playoff. Yeah,
I would like I would take Josh over Lamar.
Josh. I think
Josh once.
even though I love Lamar, it's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, I would take
I'd have to over. That's tough, man. Is there anyone else
some.
we can put it? Jalen Hurts just had a down year, but
I know.
I don't know.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
after
saying.
Mahomes, there's like
there's
number two quarterback is hard, man.
yeah. I would personally right now, which is how everything's going, I would Mahomes one, obviously, Josh two. I would still put Joe three, even though he was hurt all season. Like I would still put him just three. If you
Lamar four.
Lamar four.
Who else? Are we forgetting anyone?
I'm not. It's interesting because some people are about to pop back onto the team
Trevor
next
Lawrence,
year.
maybe.
Nah, Trevor
Jalen
Lawrence
Murray.
isn't going in the wrong direction. But
Trevor Lawrence. He had good weapons. I thought they were gonna have a breakout year.
yeah,
I think Jordan Love will get into
I
top
was
10
about to
range.
talk about that, but
But he's not there yet.
mm,
Top 10?
top 10.
Let's see right
Yeah,
now.
top 10. I put him top 10. I'll put him top
You
10.
put him over Tua?
100%. Yeah.
Taking him
The
over.
only person
I'm taking CJ Stroud over.
I'm taking CJ over
I think he's over Dak.
I'm taking him over Dak. I'm taking him over.
Are you taking him over
taking
Brock Purdy?
Yeah, I'm taking Jordan Love over Brock.
I love
mean,
Jordan Love, to be honest.
like
I'm taking Kyler Murray over Jordan Love.
Kyler Murray over Jordan Love. I'm taking Jordan Love. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm taking
Let me
Kyler
think.
Murray.
Mahomes, Josh, Joe.
Yeah, I'm taking Kyler Murray.
You taking Kyler
Are
Murray?
you taking Jared Goff or
Lamar? Jordan Love. Well, I'm not gonna lie. The only people I'm taking over Jordan Love for sure: Mahomes, Josh, Joe, Lamar,
CJ.
CJ. I'm forgetting some. I said Lamar.
You're not taking Kyler?
Ah, bro, oh,
But before he tore his ACL,
Jordan Love's tough.
I like Kyler Murray though. I think we're forgetting to
Maybe I've just seen it firsthand because he like beat the Chiefs this year and I was watching. But
I'm taking Jared Goff over Jordan Love.
nah, you can't say that.
Jared Goff?
Oh, Jordan Love's tough.
He has more potential. I'm
No,
just
but
saying,
like
if there was one game, like Lions were, if there's one game this year, I'm taking Jared Goff as my
no, I'm
quarterback.
taking Jordan Love. But Jordan Love had a great season, especially
Oh,
the end.
Jordan Love's that
Jordan
guy.
Love, he was like he was the best QB second half of the season. Played the best. He was tough. Then he had like one interception. He folded in that playoff game though, but like I still take
I
him.
think just Jared Goff has proved it more. I mean, that's kind of a bad
What
thing
does
to
he
say.
prove? He hasn't proved anything. He got to one Super Bowl
I
with
mean,
the Rams.
he's a
What does he prove? He hasn't really
he's
proved
made the
it.
Super Bowl.
Okay,
Jordan Love
well,
hasn't made the Super
cool,
Bowl.
but that wasn't
He led
he had a
your,
great season. I'm not gonna
he
hate.
kind of, I mean, okay, it
That
wasn't
was
all
Todd
him.
Gurley though.
Yeah,
Bro, Todd Gurley was insane. You know,
that's
I don't know. I'm a
effective.
Jordan Love fan.
I'm a Jordan Love
I
fan
think the
too.
Packers are gonna be we're gonna get to our predictions later. I have the Packers high though. I have the Packers high.
I think they'll win the division.
But
They'll beat the Lions.
all right, segueing into one thing before we get into like our predictions for next year. Where do you rank Mahomes all time? You have him as a GOAT, or what's his ranking all time?
Right now, it's still Tom Brady.
Right. So would you have him over Joe Montana? Because right now I
What
think
do you have?
a lot of you know what I have him as, but you
I have him at 3 right now.
have him at three behind Tom
I think he
Joe.
will be the GOAT though.
You think he will be the GOAT? Yeah,
Like Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowls. Like
I know. But it's just the eye test. Like you got to take the eye test. I mean,
Tom Brady always like every time Tom Brady, I hated Tom Brady. Every time, by the way, this guy was a fan of Tom Brady. He's from the Bay and now he's a fan of
I was
Mahomes.
never a Tom Brady fan.
He wanted them to win the Super
I
Bowl.
was
So he's a
I was
bandwagon.
never. My
But
dad went to Michigan, so he was a Tom Brady fan. I was never a Tom Brady
when the
fan.
Falcons were beating them, he won the
I was
Patriots.
actually going for the Falcons.
That's cat.
Oh, you could ask
Oh, I
people.
have screenshot. Okay, that's besides the point.
I have someone you could talk to about
I
that.
had okay, that's besides the point.
It's besides the point.
What was I saying? I did not like Tom Brady. Every time he was on the field, I had fear. I kind of have the same for Mahomes, but Tom Brady was worse. You literally had fear. The Falcons were up 27-3, and
I'm not gonna lie.
I was a Tom Brady hater, and I was like, this is not looking good.
Yeah.
Like you just have, I don't think Mahomes brings that same fear yet. Yeah.
Nah, he brings it. He brings it.
He brings it, but not Tom Brady was like, fuck is Tom Brady, Mahomes can't get to that level. I think you will. I think Mahomes will be the GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I mean I have him as go. I mean, obviously I'm a little biased. I'm just favorite athlete, but I don't know. He's just
Is that your favorite athlete?
yeah, favorite athlete.
Over Stephen Curry?
Yeah, I got Mahomes one. Steph's my second favorite. It's close, but like yeah, I got Mahomes my favorite
Do
athlete.
you think Mahomes can be the GOAT athlete?
Cause what that's getting into what Tiger Woods,
Jordan.
You know, I
Muhammad
definitely think
Ali.
you get into that. And then Michael Phelps. You know, I think he'll definitely be in that conversation.
Is Jordan who is the GOAT athlete?
Well, because you're already having debates of like, is he better than Tom? And like Tom's in those discussions for best athlete
Facts.
just because of his accomplishments. Like
Is LeBron part of
physically,
the
he's not.
GOAT athlete?
I think you got to put him.
Like he's in the
Like no matter
conversation.
how much you hate it, you got to put him.
It's just
It
the
was just what he's
championship.
done.
But just like LeBron's the best eye test. Like
Yeah, no, but he's just
physical
been in this
athlete.
dominance over the,
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
and I mean he has the titles. I mean he doesn't have as much as Jordan, but he has the
4,
titles.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you think he can get another one, LeBron? Oh, that's talking NBA. We can talk about that
yeah,
another time.
yeah.
But
But
what is a
I got
team?
a crazy stat though.
What's the stat?
Mahomes is 9-2 in playoff games when down seven plus.
So like that is kind of
That
defending
Brady
your
was
point.
10-11. Brady was 10-11. And everyone feared Brady. Like you said that fear. You know, everyone feared Brady. Mahomes is 9-2.
I just trust me. I think Mahomes is gonna be the GOAT. I don't think you can.
And
do it.
all others are what 152 and everyone else is like 22. It's not good. No. And he's 3-1 in Super Bowls when down 10 plus points. The one loss was to the Bucks when the whole offensive line was hurt.
So talking about next season in the NFL, we're gonna segue into. I have a question for you. What is a team that you think will spiral maybe out of the playoffs or just out of just a team going down and a team you think
team going down, team going
what
up?
up? Yeah, that's
I mean,
cool.
does it have to be it's hard because like I think a lot of the teams that were in the
They're gonna
playoffs this
stay,
year are
yeah.
gonna stay. So it's like, oh, I'll give you one because they were low seed on. For a team that's going down,
Let me.
can I say the Jags? I mean, the Jags already were going down.
They didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they didn't make the
Do you
playoffs.
think the Eagles?
Oh, I got a team.
The Eagles?
I'm gonna say no. I like I'm gonna say the Dolphins. The
Dolphins?
Dolphins. And I could give you my reasoning, but
You're not a Tua fan, are you?
No, it's not that I'm not a Tua fan. It's just
Well, you can be honest.
it's not good.
That means you're not too a fan.
No, I'm not a fan. It's just I watch the tape and I just give my opinion, you know what I mean? I
I
watch the
still believe,
games
I still believe because I think Tyreek Hill's the best
because
receiver in the league.
yeah, but it's like
Jalen
I
Waddle.
actually looked at all the team schedules. It's gonna be tough for them. Especially it depends on what the Jets do. If the Jets get that offensive line figured out, Aaron is fine. Like the Dolphins aren't making the playoffs.
I have no belief in the Jets.
But
Their O line is
yeah, their O
terrible.
line's terrible. But like they have a whole offseason to fix it. So they
Do you
could
still
work.
believe in Aaron Rodgers after torn Achilles? I mean, he is a quarterback, so you don't, and he was never mobile, but
I think so. But it's like
they have a good
it's
defense.
really that offensive line because he could get hurt again. But a team I like the Packers, like I mentioned before. I think the Packers
Packers. I can see the Cardinals coming back. I
think
don't know if
so.
that's if they get Marvin Harris, because I'm really
They
huge
get
on Marvin
Marvin.
Harrison.
They get Marvin.
I think Marvin Harris
It could be like
Justin Jefferson.
it could. I was gonna say it could be like that Joe Burrow, Jamar, like
Yeah,
that level of type of impact right
that's
away.
I
They
literally
made the playoff. They made the Super Bowl right away.
I
That
think the
season.
Colts
The
because I
Colts.
think the Colts are in a because they're in the tech. I
But
think they're in a weak division. Well, the Texans have CJ
but yeah,
Stroud.
hot take. Is this hot take? Packers #1 seed next season.
That's a hot take.
Hot take because I was looking at each team's schedule like they because I think they play the 49ers. They just got to win that game. If they win that game, I think they win the division or the conference.
I think it's the Niners.
Because
I think it's the Niners. Like I don't think for
it's
the years to come.
I just think if
Niners,
the Niners got a tough schedule.
Packers.
Like I think the Niners got a tough schedule next year. It's just I think Jordan Love's going to take another step, even though he already took like a really
I
good
think
position.
I like the Falcons team, but it's just they don't have a quarterback.
That's really all they need.
Kyle Pitts is like
But they
I
got
don't know if he's bad or if
they
it's
got
just
Kyle
his
and
system.
Bijan. It's just a system.
Did you see the new coach said, "Oh, we want to get Bijan and our best players." He was talking about
Oh, yeah.
Bijan
Oh,
and Drake London, but he didn't mention Kyle Pitts.
oh, he didn't mention Kyle Pitts.
No,
I
so
didn't see that.
like those three weapons are like
Oh,
they can be dominant. But I don't know what quarter. And we can say Justin Fields.
they could.
I don't want them
I
to
don't think
draft
they
a
could- Yeah, I
quarterback.
don't think they can really draft him.
What other quarterbacks are on the market? Is it just Justin Fields?
You think
Maybe
they go like a Jimmy Garoppolo route?
that would be so
We got to
bad.
get these.
That'd be so
You
bad.
think so?
I wouldn't like that at all. Could they trade the Cardinals? I don't think they want to trade Kyler Murray anymore because at a point they did.
Yeah, no. Because Kyler, I mean,
If they got
you already
Caleb
know what
Williams,
you have with him. He's tough. Kyler's good.
I would have got Kyler Murray.
You know,
Back
yeah. So I got I think the Chargers are gonna have a bounce back season.
Chargers.
They got Harbaugh. They got a whole like a bunch of new
I don't
coaches.
know. I don't trust the Chargers.
Because Herbert's nice. Everyone's forgetting like he's nice.
They're
just
I don't trust their defense at all.
But that was Brandon Staley. They got Harbaugh's a defense. He just won.
Because on paper they have a good
He just
defense.
won the Natty.
On paper they have a good defense.
Harbaugh's, yeah, but that's what Harbaugh's known for. You know, both Harbaugh. You're a Ravens fan, Jim Harbaugh. They're both known for their defense.
It's just the AFC so
AFC stacked. No, yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl. No, I have them making the playoffs though. The Chargers.
Who do you have them making the playoffs over? The Dolphins?
I mean, I got my. Do you want me to read off my thing?
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are gonna be the 1 seed. I got the Bills 2, Ravens 3. Oh shit! Wait, this
No Browns?
Texans 4, because that's the division. Like I think
Yeah.
the Chargers are gonna have like a better record, but
Yeah, the
but
division.
it's the all division leaders, and then Chargers 5, Bengals 6, and then I can't decide now. I mean, either Dolphins or Jets 7. I got to see what the Jets do.
No Browns?
No Browns. No Browns.
I'll put the Browns in there.
Really?
And then your
I
NFC?
mean, you could the 7 part. You could throw them in the 7 because like
I
that
don't-
7. I think
don't-
that 7 spots up for grabs.
I don't see the Jets doing anything, to be honest.
Really, their defense. I mean, yeah. I mean, I see it. I see it.
I don't.
It's understandable. All right, in the NFC, I got the Packers 1 seed. I got the Niners. I got the Eagles, and then I actually have the Falcons because division. I mean,
Yeah,
someone's
they have
got
a
to
weak division.
someone's got to win that division. And I
I
don't
like
know.
the Falcons.
They got a lot of talent. I feel like they're gonna do something. I got the Lions, the Cowboys, and the Rams. I wanted to throw the Bears in there.
I'm high on
Like,
the Bears too.
I wanted, but it's just like I mean, you see
Who are you
teams,
taking out?
you
Yeah.
see the teams I listed, right? Like I feel like they're gonna have a good season. I mean,
You think the Cowboys cannot make it, or
no, they're gonna make it.
They're gonna make
Like
it stuff.
they're not gonna get far, but like they'll make it. They're not gonna get far.
It's also very injury reliant. Like there's gonna be a team
Like-
here
like-
that every year there's always a
There's
team.
always a team like
Like
this
the
year, the
Bengals.
Bengals, yeah. Yeah, there's always a team.
Well, a lot of teams deal with injury, but mostly
No, but like
Bengals.
some stars.
Even the Chargers dealt with
There's
a lot
always
of
a star
injuries.
like that. Yeah. That it ruins the whole season.
Like if the Chargers dealt with a lot of injuries as well.
yeah.
Is there anybody you want to see like on the move or you see going on the move? This I heard Chris Jones, Stephon Diggs.
I mean, obviously I want Chris Jones back on the Chiefs, but
Do you see any big moves happening like a Tyreek Hill, Devontae one off season, or do you think it's gonna be a more quiet off season?
it's tough because I mean I don't really like just forgetting all the cap situations is what I want
Yeah.
because like I don't know I don't really dive into the cap like that, so I don't really know. But I personally think the Chiefs are gonna make a move.
You think they will
I
for
mean,
receiver,
that's
Mike
what I'm saying. It's
Evans?
gonna be hard because like the cap situation is definitely tough. They went out and said their main priority is getting Chris Jones and Snead back. Like that's what they need to do
To shore up
first,
the defense, yeah.
just to make sure that because that defense was dominant. It's the
You
reason
don't
why
think they need a wide receiver one?
but they do, but it's like they
They
need
just
to,
won twice without it.
but they need Chris Jones and Snead back. I don't know if they're
Right.
gonna be able to bring back both because the money,
Yeah.
but that should be that's their main priority. Bring back those two, and then after that is a receiver. Yeah, but I think
The options are Mike Evans, maybe
because like people, I mean, it's such a how do you say it?
T. Higgins.
Not recency bias, but like, I mean, the Chiefs is one. People are so easy to forget like the whole season. The Chiefs did not have a good season. I mean, all those memes of Mahomes yelling at his receivers,
So you
you
think
know
they
the
do need a
crying meme.
receiver?
Like, yeah, like people forget. Like everyone was counting them out. Like it's
They
easy to
didn't win
say.
the Super Bowl twice though.
It's easy to say now. Oh yeah, we knew the Chiefs were gonna win, but back a
Yeah,
month ago, no one was having them in the Super Bowl
it
except
was
me.
straight Ravens. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I'm
yeah,
surprised they
straight
didn't.
Ravens. But yeah, I mean, it was a tough season. They're a bunch of drops. They led the league in drops. They
What
dropped.
do you think about a healthy
In
scratch at Kadarius Toney? I mean, they won the Super
I
Bowl.
wanted him to be a healthy scratch the whole time. I'm not gonna lie
He
though.
kind of won the Super Bowl
During
last
the
year.
game, yeah, but this year he was horrible.
Yeah, he was.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I wouldn't have been opposed if he was just punt
Straight
returning,
punt returning.
straight punt returning. But
You wouldn't be scared that he might fumble or
no,
something like
bro, I
that.
was scared Richie James returning. Richie James dropped one, but
Yeah,
he got it back. Like I was, but that's the thing I'm always concerned. Their special teams, like their special teams is good, except they just drop a lot of punts sometimes. Like Sky Moore last year when he was out there.
Kadarius
Tony shared that
It's
up.
so like, because he's so like shifty, so much
No,
potential.
you know what it really is?
His head.
It's the immaturity.
Yeah,
Like I've seen people talk about that too. Like
he posted stuff on his story and stuff.
yeah, you seen that?
Yeah.
Because it's like the drops and all that, the turnovers, that's huge, right?
Mhm.
But you got to remember that Bills game, McCole Hardman, he fumbled at the one and it went into the end zone.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that almost sold the whole game. They almost lost to the Bills because of that.
yeah.
So it's like, and there was, I mean, every single receiver, and even Mahomes was
Yeah,
making
messes
mistakes.
up. Yeah.
So it's like every single receiver had a big mistake, but it's just they
Kadarius
were
Toney-
playing in the Super Bowl. McCole got the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, facts.
So it's just the immaturity. That's really just it. That's why I feel like he's gonna get cut this offseason.
Kadarius
Because
Toney.
I think they
You
saved
think he'll
money.
get an NFL like another shot?
I don't like. I feel like it's one of those things where
I
it's
think
like
he'll like
he might, but
practice
like he
squad.
doesn't play. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Trust me,
straight punt. You think he'll just turn into a straight punt return kick
maybe,
returner
maybe. Because you get the ball in his hand and he's tough, but it's just all the off the field immaturity
and the
issues.
drops? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll get another shot. If I'm a GM of a team, like if I'm the okay, well the Giants already had him. They need a receiver. I'll get him
But
back.
what does that show about him? That they need a receiver and they ship them off for nothing.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
right.
that kind of like
But he has so much potential,
I
but
know he does. But I think it's just the immaturity
yeah,
thing.
so maybe he
That's
doesn't
such a
get another
huge
shot.
part. Yeah.
We'll see.
But yeah, that's huge. All right, this is our Island Talk segment.
This will be about everything but, NBA, NFL. Just it can be Q&As with you guys in the comments. It can be some personal stories. We might do some story times. We'll see.
That'll be interesting. We got some good story time. Oh my, I got some good story
I don't
time.
know if I want to put it out there, but we'll see. We'll see.
I got some good story time. I don't mind putting myself out there.
Today we'll be doing a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's our first. That's how we're starting
That's
it
what
off.
we're gonna call it, a Mount Rushmore.
So
It's gonna be our
basically,
top four.
top four of just certain categories. So let's start it going. TV shows, top four.
I gotta get Breaking Bad,
It's bad. Mine's gonna be so different from yours.
Prison Break.
Prison Break. Okay.
Uh,
I haven't watched any of these shows, but
Breaking Bad, Prison Break. Uh, is it TV show, so it can be anything.
yeah, it could be anything.
South Park.
South Park. Okay.
Uh, and for OG, because since I was a kid, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Okay. Well, mine are gonna be either Psych. I don't know if you know that show.
I've
It's
heard
a
that.
comedy. It's a comedy.
Psych.
It's like 8 seasons. Watch it. Psych. I like. Um, I mean, I'm a Flash fan because that's the one show like I've watched from the beginning. Like and I've
Flash.
watched like every
heard.
single season, like when it came out. So I'm always a Flash fan. Yeah, this is tough. Top four. Peaky Blinders. Gotta put Peaky Blinders in there. I'm a big Peaky Blinders fan. Um, number four. Dude, I don't even know about number four.
It can be any like a fun like a since you're when you're a kid type stuff.
I know,
I
but
was
like,
thinking TV shows now, but
yeah, no, I'm
you
thinking of
online.
TV shows now, but I feel like I'm forgetting one that like it's like
I think I'm forgetting one too, but I just can't think of like.
yeah, no, I feel like
But I think that's a good for SpongeBob, South Park. Have you never watched Prison Break?
I've never watched Prison Break. I don't know.
God.
People have been telling me to
I think
watch
that's
that.
my that's not my number one to be
Yeah,
honest.
no, I don't think
It's I watched it on another site that
I.
works here.
But all right, let's just move on. Movies. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. Well, I feel like there's so many. It's just you don't think of them in the moment, you know?
Or I could go first.
No, I
Or
can
no,
go
you got
first. Interstellar. I'm a big fan of Interstellar. Dude, what's it called? I'm gonna look it up. I forgot what it's called. I don't know how I'm forgetting what it's called, but um,
trying to think.
um I forgot what it was called.
Wolf of Wall Street?
No, it's not Wolf. I'll put it's Inception. That's what it's called. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big Leonardo fan, but
I like Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah, you like Wolf.
That's
I'm not
in
gonna
my top
I'm
four.
not gonna put it up there, but so I like Inception. What did I say already? I said
Inception,
Inception.
Psych or something. Oh no,
No, that
that's
was
a
my
TV
TV
show.
show. Okay, I'll put Great Gatsby, Psych. Oh, Interstellar, and then I'll literally, what do I want to throw in there? So many things. Um, I'll throw Wolf of Wall Street was really good. I'll throw that in. Damn,
I'll put Wolf
A
of
bunch
Wall.
of Leo movies.
I'll put Wolf of Wall
Go,
Street.
go,
Put American Psycho.
American Psycho.
I'll put Joker. I
I
love Joker. It was actually like I thought it was just gonna be a super. It wasn't even a superhero movie to me. Joker. Well, what's my number four? And Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite's number one, actually.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Okay. Foods. You wanna
Are
go
we just
first?
doing foods in general? Or are we gonna do like fast foods?
No, just foods in general. We'll do foods in general and then do fast foods right after. So
Foods.
I can go first, bro.
Like desserts or like meals?
Just anything, bro. Just
Foods,
anything.
bro.
Because we're not gonna keep breaking it up. Just yeah. You want me to go
That's
first?
so yeah, you go.
Oh, okay. Pasta, number one favorite. Mainly fettuccine or white sauce, but like I like anything like ravioli, red sauce, spaghetti, anything, just pasta. Um, Number two gotta be chicken tenders and I'm gonna throw in a combo, chicken tenders and fries. Gotta be up there with ketchup. Best meal, second best meal. And then I'll throw in I'm a big breakfast fan.
Oh,
So
I love breakfast.
like I don't know. I mean, I'm throwing in combos, but like just anything breakfast, like pancake. I'll just throw in like eggs, and like because that's one thing. And then
I think that was that four?
yeah, I'll just throw eggs and French toast. That kind of sport. Those are my top four.
Four, bro. That's so hard, bro.
I know that's you can generalize. Like I did combos and stuff.
Say fried chicken or chicken sandwich. It's top four. Like Cane's, Popeyes, all that. I'll go. Four is so tough.
I don't know. You just start listing some.
Yeah, I like breakfast. Like I like
I mean,
chocolate chip pancakes. I love fruit. Man, this is so
I
hard.
know. We could just oh yeah, fast food. Is that
Yeah, fast.
I'll go Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
I don't like
You don't like
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
I like the chicken nuggets.
I
That's
don't like
it.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is the best chicken place. Chick-fil-A, I mean, dude, I didn't even put chicken in my top four, but like all these places are like chicken places. Chick-fil-A, Wingstop. I really like, I mean, this is not a popular place, but like Foster's, you know what that is?
Mm,
It's a hamburger. It's like a
no.
Foster's
Is it
Street.
East Coast thing?
No, it's West Coast, but there's like not that many. Like
Okay.
there was one in like Alameda like a long time ago, but like it closed down. Like I like Foster's Freeze. That's what it was called. And then In-N-Out. Throw In-N-Out in there.
We got Cane's, Popeyes, uh, Cane's, Popeyes. Oh, what else we gonna put? In and out.
In-N-Out. Yeah,
Sorry.
In-N-Out's gotta be up there.
These people, we're in college, so
Yeah,
we're
these
literally doing
people-
this in a quiet room.
People disturbing us.
Disturbing us.
Disturbing the peace.
Oh, I don't even fuck with them now.
Should just let them in.
They can say hi.
You want me to
It's
get
good.
them?
No, no, it's good.
No. Okay.
Sorry. You can meet them another
Get
time.
'em a guest appearance. We'll have a bunch of guest
Yeah,
appearances.
a bunch of guest
but-
appearances. For
You gotta
non-sports
give-
stuff
You gotta
and
give
sports
one more.
I'm putting it in Cane's, Popeyes. Uh, Chipotle.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Chipotle.
That's-
I don't really eat fast. I like Chipotle. I don't really eat fast.
Oh, I forgot what
Maybe
in there, bro. I'm
Big
not gonna
Shack?
lie. You put Shake Shack. I forgot McDonald's is in my top four.
I don't eat McDonald's.
Bro, the breakfast at McDonald's, the fries are first of all,
Oh,
best fries.
we're gonna go Cane's, Popeyes. What did I say? Chipotle, and then we're gonna do. We're gonna do IHOP Denny. We're gonna mix it.
The
IHOP Denny.
IHOP count? Because IHOP would be in my top. I wasn't counting IHOP.
You don't
Because
think
IHOP,
IHOP's fast food?
it's not fast food. No, you sit down and eat. What is fast food? What is fast food? It's tough because
Like a chain.
what's fast food to you?
Like a chain. Like what's a chain that's not fast? Is Applebee's fast food?
I don't consider Applebee's
I
fast
consider
food.
Applebee's fast food.
Really?
Because Apple, like the big name brands.
Well, it's just like it's hard to when you just McDonald's is fast.
Starbucks is fast food.
I guess you could say. I
That's
feel like
all-
that's in its own elite category, though, just because people love it. so-
IHOP?
No, Starbucks.
I don't like Starbucks.
Like you don't even think it's stuff because Starbucks is not really food, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
All right, then we'll go with Denny's then if IHOP.
Bro, Denny's not.
Denny's the same thing as IHOP, right?
Yeah, it's not
don't like-
fast food.
It's
I
fast.
mean, that's why. I mean, you could consider it. It's whatever.
Chain.
But I'm changing my McDonald's is number one. Number one.
I only, I mean, that was.
Bro, the breakfast. First of all, they got the best fries out of any place.
I'm saying it in out fries. Is that bolting?
In-N-Out fries? Okay, no. Let me hear me out. In-N-Out fries are good, except you gotta throw your own salt on them. You know how they give you the salt packets?
I
Like
love it. I don't care.
every time I get the In-N-Out fries, I gotta throw the salt before I use ketchup.
Yeah.
But you gotta put salt. They don't salt
You
their
put fries in your burgers?
No, I do not do that. Like I've done that before, but
I
I don't
do
do
that.
that. I know you put them in like the milkshake.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I
I'm
don't
not
like
down with
dipping
that.
like that. I've done it, but that's what like Frosty. I mean, I've done it in Frosty before, but yeah, McDonald's is best fast food place ever. Just because their fries are alone are the best fries ever created. The salt is like perfect. They got a lot of salt on them and they just taste good. They literally got everything. Like, who's it, Chad? Ocho Cinco, like lives off
Bro, he's
McDonald's.
lying, bro.
Bro, he
He's
lives off
scamming you,
That's
bro.
why he never gets hurt.
Bro, he's scamming
Bro,
you.
I feel like
Bro, he was born a super athlete, bro. He's
But
scamming, bro.
well, I could literally live off McDonald's. Like if I had to, like I wouldn't want to, but if I had to,
You
know,
die
like,
of a heart attack.
no, I wouldn't. But let me tell you what. Okay, I could say it more confident. They got rid of the yogurt parfaits. The yogurt parfaits there used to be.
I just like their
extremely
their
good.
soft serve ice cream I used to get. It was like $1. Now it's like
Yeah,
$3.
no, but they literally have everything. They first of all,
It's
you
a
got
McDonald's.
water. Let's bring it. You got water. You need water, right? They got water. They got ice.
What vegetables are you eating?
I mean,
What fruit are you eating?
dude, they have fruit.
They have like apples, slices.
Yeah, that's good enough. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
You never watched? We literally watched that. We went to the same high school. We watched that the guy who ate McDonald's for like, well, I don't know,
I
like
don't
a year
remember.
straight. Yes, you know
I
that.
don't
fucking
remember.
movie.
I don't remember that.
And he like, it was just not good, bro. I forgot what happened, but
Bro, let me tell you why, bro. You have the nutrition.
then do it.
I could do it.
Do it for 1 month. Only McDonald's.
But then I'm gonna spend a lot of money that I don't want to spend, you know? That's the only reason why I don't do it.
And just videotape it. So then you make your money back off YouTube.
I'm not gonna get views like
Yeah,
that.
you're not gonna get views.
I'm not gonna get views like when this blows up, I'll
When
do
we blow up,
Hey, remember that. I will eat McDonald's
if this
every
gets
single
10,000 views, he will do that.
no, not this specific video.
If this video gets 10,000 views, he will do that.
All right, if this video gets to 10,000 views eventually, I will eat straight McDonald's
For what?
every single day, like every single meal for a month straight. Like I'll literally, hopefully by the summer, you know, so I could just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, but I could do it confidently because they have dessert, got the ice cream if you really need dessert. They got the shakes,
Yeah.
they got the smoothies. I could live off the breakfast. I love breakfast. So like, I could literally eat the breakfast 3 meals a day, every day. And then throw in a burger every once in a while, throw in the chicken nuggets. Like, it's not gonna be the healthiest thing,
Bro.
but it's like, you just go to the gym every single day. You burn more calories than you intake.
I think the only fast food you can do that is like Chipotle.
No, McDonald's, I'd rather do McDonald's than Chipotle. I'm gonna be dead ass.
I don't think there's any like food you can do that. Like Chipotle.
Like, you can live off McDonald's. You're not gonna die eating McDonald's for a whole month.
Yeah, you're not gonna die, but you're not gonna feel your stomach's gonna not.
I'm telling you,
Bro,
the
if you play any sport, Ocho Cinco's a liar. He
Bro,
would not do
he's
that.
lying, bro.
He's lying.
He owns like 3 branches, bro. 3 franchises.
Yeah, exactly. He's making money off.
No, he owns 3 franchises because he loves it.
Yeah, and he's finessing it. He's a marketer. He's a strategic marketer.
But
Exactly.
well, I'm telling you, the only time I feel bad is if I don't intake a lot of water. Like I drink a whole bunch of water every single day.
That's cat. Every time I don't eat fruit, whenever I eat fruit, I feel good.
Well, yeah, but for me, it's really water. If I don't drink I drink over like 120, what is it, ounces? I don't know. I drink a lot of water a day. So it's like if I stop doing that, I feel like I don't feel good. So I'm telling you, if this video gets 10,000 views, or eventually a later one blows up, I will eat McDonald's for a month straight every single meal. I'll videotape the whole thing. It'll be posted to this YouTube channel or our TikTok, you know?
All right.
All right. But what about last one before we end the day? Phone apps, top 4 phone apps. And then this is tough because are we considering
Like social
what
media.
the built-in ones, like just messages, does that count or not? Or are we doing
Nah,
that?
nah.
So like
That's YouTube number one.
YouTube's number one. YouTube, you go first. You go
I'm
first.
not doing no of this because I have Instagram, but I don't like having it. Like I wish no one had it. Because then I
All right,
wouldn't have
just give your 4. Just give your 4.
YouTube.
Mhm.
I don't even have my phone right now. Let me
Yeah,
get
get
my
your phone.
phone.
Get your phone.
Brain, you go.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Does YouTube and YouTube TV, does that count as 2 different things? Because they're 2 different apps though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm not, this is in no order. This is just my Mount Rushmore, top 4. YouTube and YouTube TV counts as 1. I use that all the time. Um, Spotify. So I'm a Spotify user. If you don't use Spotify, you're weird. Okay. But just get
I
that
use
straight.
YouTube Music
You're weird.
with
I
ads.
used to use Music when I didn't have money.
With
I didn't have a
ads.
job. I didn't make money because I was free. If you need a music, then use Music.
I
If
might
you
use
don't
that.
have
I don't have a job right
if
now.
you don't have money, use Music because you don't have to pay. But yeah, if you got money, if you got motion, you use Spotify. Spotify is the best thing. Um, YouTube TV, Spotify, and then Yahoo, because I like following sports. So Yahoo Sports. I think that's the only, I don't really use Bleacher Report or ESPN like that. I really just use Yahoo Sports. I like the layout better and it's just easier. Um, and then I'm gonna throw in, can I just count gambling apps all as like one? Because you know me, I make money. So
No,
like
again.
that's like I have to throw that in there because like that's how I make my money right now. Because I don't work right now. I'm gonna work at the summer again. I worked in the summer, but now I'm in school. So like, I just make money gambling. That's what I do. So like just any of those apps. Like I use Flip. Use Flip. Flip is the best app. You can use Bovado, but Bovado's like it's a weird website. You don't gotta use that. Use Flip, use Sleeper, Chalkboard's good. But yeah, just be smart with betting. If you need any tips, I'll make a video because I'm nice. I'm nice.
All right. YouTube. I used to think this was lame and for geeks, but Discord. I'm in some NBA
We use
Discords.
Discord.
I don't know if you guys know NBA in depth on Instagram. I'm in this Discord. I don't know. I don't really like favorite phone apps. I got YouTube.
TikTok, you be on TikTok a lot,
I
huh?
deleted
You
TikTok.
deleted TikTok?
Don't use TikTok. Fries your brains.
Yeah, TikTok's just a waste of time.
I'm gonna go with Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all those because money.
Oh, I forgot about those.
And then ESPN Fantasy.
ESPN Fantasy. Oh,
Because
you only use that for like part of the year though. You use that for like 4 months and you're done.
I don't use no
Oh, because like
I'm looking at
you,
all these apps.
you don't do fantasy basketball anymore.
Reddit.
Reddit. That's interesting.
Reddit.
Why Reddit?
Because you can see some things on there. Oh no.
This guy.
Chess.com. Chess.com.
Chess.com.
I'm not nice at it, but I will be. Trust.
All right, y'all. I think that's gonna do it
I
for
think that's
today's
gonna do it.
episode. Hopefully you enjoy it. This is our first ever episode, but you gotta start somewhere, you know?
Yeah,
We're
facts.
gonna keep building, we're gonna keep getting better. We're never gonna stop. Let all the hate comments come in, you know? Just hey, comment what you want to see. We think this segment's like really interesting. It's called Island Talk. You want to describe why we went to this Island Bowl?
Because we're from the island,
Alameda.
called Alameda, next to
Alameda.
Oakland. So we can talk about.
I mean, we're open to anything.
We're gonna have a lot of guest appearances.
We're gonna have a lot of guests.
We're in college and
hey, hit us up if you want to be a guest on our show.
NBA players.
Free of charge. Free of charge. But,
Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of like, especially for sports, it might be mostly me and Braden.
It's gonna take a while for us to build it
But
up.
Island Talk will have a lot of like guest speakers. We have a lot of story times.
A lot of stories.
I don't know.
My story times are about to be crazy.
I don't know if I can say. I don't know. We'll see.
Do you think I can say mine? I can get in trouble for mine.
Which one?
You know which one?
Beginning of the year?
No, that stops.
Oh. Yeah.
Dude, that'd be such an interesting story time.
It'll be fun. We'll have a good time on Island Talk. So,
But yeah, hey, just comment down below. Make sure you like, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications.
yeah,
We're gonna be posting every single week, multiple times a week. But just let us know, give us ideas in the comments. We're always gonna be talking sports, but for this Island Talk segment, let us know what other type of content you'll see. We'll probably always have some sort of this Mount Rushmore type of thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
just giving our top 4 Mount Rushmore of different things. Just let us know what else you want us to talk about in the comments, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace. Enjoy.